As we're live. Morning, everyone. Yep, you're right, Roz.
I'm on screen.
Yep, and I can see you and hear you, and I can see we're live. We're just having some technical issues, guys.
Yeah, I'm seeing myself. You can't see me in the back end, I'm assuming that. Is that right, Leanne?
I can see you. Yep,
you
I can see
me.
you.
Yeah. God. Hello, everybody. What is going I went to start the broadcast channel. You know how we do start broadcast? It's a little box in the back end for everyone who's watching that's coming on. So hi, Robin. And let's see if that actually works too. Is that working? Yes, good.
Yes. Hi, honey.
So hi. It's telling me yes, there's 8 viewers. So hi, everyone. Some may not have commented already. Now, I've got it so that I initially had these names and that's set up like it is there. And I went to start the broadcast button and the back end of the BeLive wanted me to actually join up again, and yet I was already in the system. I was already in here with a broadcast about to happen, and I couldn't. Yeah, weird.
It's called technology.
That means there is some stuff happening. So,
yeah.
And oh, good, yeah. Well, Robin does see us. I have actually got my iPad on the left monitoring, so it's a delay factor. I'm monitoring on my Hypnosis Plus site, Plus with Roz page, just so that anyone who's on that page watching this as a live, which there isn't anyone commenting, so I'm assuming at the instructions in the, you know, the actual description and the rest is click so that you're making sure you're on the mytimetv.live Facebook page and watching the live there and commenting in that one if you want me to see it for comments and put it on the screen like I have with Robin's. So it's wonderful news that you're getting your website up. I've had a little peeky, Robin. I think you shared that in one of the groups. So that was fun stuff for you. All good things ahead. So
yeah. I want to say to Robin, just remember, honey, things don't happen overnight. It takes work. So don't get deflated, so to speak, when things aren't moving as quickly as you want to. It's doing the groundwork. It is a lot of work, sort of thing. It's taken me a long time to build mine up. So one step at a time, positive thoughts. Hey, Belle, hope you're well, honey.
Yeah, hi, Bella. We've got to hit the hide current comment instead of just double-clicking that little eye.
It's changed.
Like we've mentioned already, the technology is changing and there is issues at times, especially with yesterday, the couple of days I've been watching lives or watching replays, there's been a hassle for me of watching them back all in one hit. They tend to buffer and stay there. So there is issues around whether Facebook's changing something for a different purpose, you know, to emphasise one area to another and all that stuff. It's called the algorithm of that thing. You just got to go with the flow with it because that's what happens. Yeah. So we've got the questions already for coming in with the, questions for wanting some answers, obviously, because that's what we're here for as well as just having chats. So we'll start pretty much into it. Nothing's come up intuitive with me for this morning, besides I was awake at about 3:34 this morning a.m. Something woke me up, probably spirit, I don't know.
Gotta love them.
Yeah, probably was a prompt, you know, should be doing this and that or so. I don't know. But we're going to just keep moving ahead with this morning because we did spend a lot of time on doing chat. I can't even remember exactly what it was about last week. I think it was depression and solo and all that stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, so, it was a mixed bag, memory. I think it was a little bit of a mixed bag. I think we sort of touched on a couple of different areas.
Yeah, we probably did. And one might have been more the depression and some subjects like that, yeah. It does
Yeah.
go a little low once we hit it. And we have Tara and Melissa. So,
Hi, Tara.
Mary, we're
Hey,
all on
Mary.
the page. You're on the right page here for me to be seeing your comments. So thank you for moving over if you're on Leanne's Psychic Medium page. It should
Or
have been
Roses.
all online. Oh, I haven't got any comments on mine, but it's probably that. You're quite right. It could have been either.
Yeah.
I think I also did post it to Bet's Holistic Therapy as well, which
Yeah.
that's an older page. I don't expect as much from there. But you never know. I did show Bella's, didn't I?
You showed her saying hello.
Well, here we go. Love being able to tune in and listen while I'm at home working. I like that. I like these thingies that the AirPod thingies. I'm really liking those because I can sort of go off and wander if I really have to do something like let the dog out or and that sort of thing.
Is that where you went last night?
Well, I think that's the reason. Spirit had something for me. I know I got woken up for it's something that doesn't always come back to my memory. Whatever it was I was having to deal with in that instant, I got up. I had to get up. My automatic reaction was come to the computer. Someone was calling out. I don't know why, but I think that the computer and spirit. I spend so much time with a computer.
The spooks in the computer.
I think they were trying to get the attention, not for the computer. So, very frustrating.
You got to love the way they get our attention.
Well, they certainly did. Well, this morning. It was the wee hours of this morning. Hey, and outside, you should have seen the stars because that was my first instinct was go walking outside first. I just went straight outside. Just a nightie, freezing. And it wasn't freezing. Beautiful. Everybody should try it. 2, 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Beautiful last night. So
I was in bed before about midnight last night, I think. I was going to say usually it's about the time before I go to bed, about 1, 2.
I was in bed at 10:30 last night. Highly unusual for me. So I obviously needed sleep and woken up when it was necessary for something.
I think I woke up about 5:20 because my hubby said he was going to work at 6 and he was still in bed. But then I didn't hear him get out of bed and have a shower and go to work. Must have rolled over.
Oh, dear. Yeah. I don't have that situation. I've got a dog that shares the bed.
When I cough, could you hear me then, Ross?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I muted my mic, so it must be the
heard
sound up.
Does it mean? Oh, that's interesting. I only just looked at my iPad. Sorry for interrupting there. I haven't the video part playing, the live part playing, which probably also means, it's still doing that glitchy thing. It's just looking like there's no one on my side. So
on my end, I've got the pictures of the two of us, and it says we're live. So so it's working on that end.
So just to make a start, I did shuffle some cards. So the first
Go for it.
Instead of ruffling on. Have I got that the right way? Yes, I do have.
Yeah. Perfect reflection-wise.
That's lovely. So good. The snake. So it just feels like to me what I'm getting is the snake in the grass. Now, which way am I going? Wrong way, sorry. That's my feeling is that's that term, snake in the grass. So be wary of what's happening around you. It just feels like you need to be cautious. So what do you get?
That's for Jamie Crosby, I think was the name you had up there. Beautiful. Yeah. I feel like she needs to be planning this year as well. So planning for what she needs for herself and the family and putting those plans in place. And at the same time, I got my cards out, I shuffled them, something said we don't need them right now. So I'm just going to use my intuition with that side of it. So Jamie, look at what's going on around you at the moment. Have that bigger view. sort of thing, and do the planning with that side. Okay, so whether you're planning a trip or making changes in your life this year, I just feel like I'm laying out this year around you. Okay.
Yes, good.
Okay. Beautiful.
Oh, it's hang on. I had me on solo for that. Sorry.
That's okay. All good.
I got distracted with the monitoring on the left. It is still going into buffering, so I've turned that off. And then I got a reminder on my phone. I'm turning that off, whatever you do to the thing. Just some of those things with technology that we don't always remember to do before we go live.
Yep.
At some point, I shall do a big, long checklist and tick, 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 make sure I've got it done for everything before I get and hit that broadcast button. So anything about Robin's pain that's coming through?
Actually, can I start on something else, Robin, with that? And I want people, this is just for people in general, and with Robin's energy, Spirit was putting this more to the forefront. Robin, you're jumping from your business to your finances to your pain. You've got so much going on that you are trying to focus at in once, okay? Doing that, you are putting out that mixed energy that is going to bring the confusion. Okay, honey? You're very much in your own head at the moment is the feeling I'm getting. Spirit's just acknowledging the need to take a step back, put pen to paper, make yourself a list of, and then work out what is most important. Focus on one thing at a time, because you are putting so much pressure on yourself. It's kind of like it's too much at once, and you're going to find you're not going to win. You're not going to get in front when you're carrying all that. So if you look at one thing at a time and focus on that, then move on to the next thing. So you've got that clearer picture of what you are working towards, okay? Because I just feel at the moment, Robin, you're jumping from one to another sort of thing constantly. It's too much. Your head is going round and round circles. You're going to drive yourself crazy at this rate. So I want to say, go down the beach, put your feet in the sand, breathe, release everything to the universe. Now for me, when I'm down the beach, when the waves roll back out, I see myself take a deep breath and send all that I'm holding on to out to the universe, okay? I'm releasing it back. You will feel much lighter when you do that. You will feel more grounded, okay? Your head is going a million miles an hour, which is throwing your energy out, okay? So have that clear purpose, have that clear focus in what you're working towards. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Kind of feel like, Robin, I've got to give you a kick up the arse at the moment, so to speak. So I hope you don't mind getting that physical kick, that energetic, English helps, energetic kick up the bum at the moment, honey. All right, sending you big hugs though. Okay.
Right. Yes. I was feeling the scatteredness as well. I needed to focus, let the rest go, stuff that's not important to do at the moment. As far as pain goes, also drink more water. So
yeah,
reasons, so a bit of a hydration factor there.
Yeah.
So
sometimes with pain, sorry, Ros, to butt in. Sometimes with pain, our cells hold that memory. That pain may have moved, but our cells hold that feeling of the pain, sort of thing. So sometimes we've got to push past it to get the energy, the oxygen flowing through our body to move those memories.
Hydration factor there. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, Leanne, I've just gone back to the Facebook. I decided to put it on a tab here just to monitor quickly that way, in case it was.
Okay.
I just saw a notification come up. It's one of the things I haven't done yet. I don't know how to turn off the notifications. So, but that's all right. Now, I did have Mary's hello.
Morning, Mary.
And Faye.
Hey, Faye.
We've got a question from Taylor here as far as, will I get a new job this year? I've instantly got a yes on that. What's your feelings?
Same here. Yeah, yes. Definitely a yes. Very strong yes with that, honey.
And
all the best with it.
Yeah, and I think it's in the area that you are actually looking at. So That's what I'm feeling there too. So that was a good quick one. And
Uh,
so, traineeship.
I get yes for that too.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I feel like it's going to take a little bit longer than what you expect to come through.
Yeah,
So
I had a bit of doubt around that one, as in, is it going to be the one that you want? But it's still going to. I'll just do a quick card with that one. Yeah. And I think Bear shows the strength, and yes, it'll get there. It's that I keep doing that the wrong way, don't I? So just that card for yourself there, Nikki. So you'll get it. It will be a bit of a hard slog. It may not be exactly where you want to be, is what I'm getting, but you'll be working towards where you do want to be, though. So the time spent isn't going to be wasted. So hopefully that's helpful for you. Okay. Now, and we've got the question from Mary. So she said hello. That's good. Mary.
Okay, Mary, I'm actually picking up spirit around you. I feel like I've got a female energy that comes in that is either a mother or a grandmother figure, but I do feel there is very much the mothering energy that comes with this lady. She's got a beautiful soft soul, a gentle soul. I do have her hand on her heart, which is my sign for love and pride for yourself as well. I also feel that you need to just take a breath at the moment. You need to ground yourself, clear your mind as well, because I feel like things are very much up in the air at the moment for you. So that energy will soon start to pass. Just allow it to move without trying to push it, because if we push that energy, we get quite exhausted and tired within ourselves. So I just get the reference to, it will be all right. Just allow this energy to move through, go with the flow, let go. Okay, so wish you well with that.
Yeah. And just as a continuation of that one too, as I was sitting here, I was feeling that there's a weight on the back of the shoulders, on, the neck, the weight almost felt like a dowager's hump, but it's a feeling of it shifting as it's actually moving through. And as you were talking, Leanne, about having the energy shift, that's what it was doing down my spine, almost as if and it wasn't just a pushing it through, it was more a letting it go, flow, letting it drop. It was just a really nice, slow, easy motion. So allow that to happen for yourself, and it will ground and you will have that focus. It's going to be an easy shift. Okay, that's what it felt like for me. So that was from Mary, so thank you. Now, I've got my screen in the back end of this has just gone blank. So I'm just going to check to see whether we've got it go blank.
I can still see you. Yeah.
It's still doing the time delay. So I'll keep on as if everything's fine. Yeah. I don't know what setup we've got, but we've got Chloe next. So hi, Chloe. And that's showing up on the screen?
Yes, it is. Yeah. Hey, Chloe.
my picture on my end is just gone.
Oh, so. Has it? That's okay. I'm still seeing everything on this end, and it seems to be working fine. I'm going to put my screen on play. Yep, on my end, we're still playing, so that's fine. So, Chloe, with you, honey, as I connected to your energy, excuse me, I felt like I needed to acknowledge your back, honey. So whether you're feeling a little bit of strain or discomfort in the back, I just get the reference to being careful of it. I feel like it's muscular at the moment. Sorry, I just got a cough again. I'm back. And so I'm not getting warning bells off about it. It's just about maintaining it. So I want to say, take the time for yourself, look after you at the moment, listen to your body, because I do feel that you just need to take that little step back at the moment and put you first, so to speak. Okay?
Wonderful. So hopefully that was helpful for you. It's with all of these readings that any psychic medium gives as well. For those who are receiving it, may not even be just for you individually. It could be anyone who's here watching, that something will actually gel with you. So take it as a message for you as well, in the context of you in your life and what's around you. And also with that too, I just wanted to remind people that might be on our other pages where we linked to make sure that the page that you're on is the mytimetv.live up the top, if you want your comments to be in the stream that I can see. Also, at the same time, like each of our pages and do the share thing as well, because we'd like to get this out as much as possible to everybody, because there's always some form of message in anything that a psychic medium, well, your clairvoyant, all of those terms, they still mean one thing. They're connections with spirit in one form or another. And if it's something that you are, like you who are already here as the live, are searching for, do so by sharing with others as well, because if you're asking, others are too. So just wanting to add that in for the moment. Even though I think I had it on just solo with you, Leanne. So
Yeah.
I'm doing really well with this.
That's right. I was sitting here thinking, should I clean my glasses while you're talking? I'm still fogging up.
You can now. I'm on solo with a blank screen in the background, so you can do that. I'll just make sure that I am still, yes, you were definitely on solo.
Yeah, see that. I didn't even think of it on the side page, looking at it.
Oh, we do have fun, don't we? Oh, you haven't finished. Back to solo then. So we've got Tracy is next. Good morning, Tracy. And yeah, I'm wondering if we could get anything your current part-time employment. So I'm just wondering, are you wanting it to be more full-time? I'm just seeing more hours there for you. That's if you want them. So I'll bring us back to the two of us now that you've finished. Lovely sparkly glasses.
I can see. Beautiful. All right. So, good morning, ladies. I can read the comment now too. All right, Tracy, I feel like you need to stand in your own power, stand alone, so to speak, because I do feel that you're taking on energy of others around you and it's weighing you down. So whether it's in your personal life or it's in your part-time employment, I just get the reference to the blocked throat chakra for yourself at the moment as well. So I want to say, find that balance, speak your mind. I feel like this is your year to step forward, but you've got to shine. You're going to shine on that. I want to say on that journey in front of you, sort of thing, because I keep getting the past is holding you back with that side of it. Look to the stars. Yeah, the shine. I love it.
At the bottom, it's accelerated motion, so it might be just put a few brakes on it at times too, just to keep your own sense of balance with it. That's all I'm getting. So I just needed to hold that up at the time you were saying that.
Yeah. So with the Tracy, you need to take a step back at times and just do the reflection and look at where you've been, where you've come from, but where you're heading at the same time, because I do feel your journey is changing with that side of it. But you've got to stand in your truths, not the energy of others, is the feeling I get. So protect your energy. Good. Okay.
Thank you.
Beautiful. And breathe. I feel like I can't breathe with Tracy.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay.
I'm just looking at this one at the moment. I think the link on Leanne's was the one, Roz. Thank you. I think you mentioned earlier that you might have been on the wrong page, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's fine. I mean, it's going to take us a little time to have our, what do we call it? The people who we're attracting to this.
Our audience.
Yeah, our audience. That's a word. I mean, Leanne has a great audience. Mine's growing. It takes a bit of time to educate that from the pages that we have that are our own separate pages to being into that nighttime.tv.live, because this is the one that goes and links into the binge networks, and it's our desire to be able to help as many as we can in, finding answers. Well, finding answers, the answers you've got already, but it's just helping you in that guidance that we have, being able to show you, help you in whatever way we can, and getting further and further out there as much as we can too. So, I mean, that's the desires that we have. Doing it this way spreads it even further. So share, like, all the things that will help with that, but we need to help others come to the centre point that does that, if you understand.
Yeah, that's it.
So
Yep.
it's taken
And
a
guys,
little bit. So thanks for that too,
Yeah.
Mary.
And also, guys, feel free to share with us where you're from. Hashtag where you're from. So, and let us know, because this does go worldwide as well. So I know, we've had times that people are coming in from the Philippines, the US, Texas, different places like that. So it is really interesting to see where we're going to.
Yeah. And also that something just went through my mind and it's gone again. Practicing for senior moments. I had my twin sister tell me the other day she was getting old, or is old, and I said, no, you're not. I'm not.
Yeah, hello. That means you're going to admit you're feeling the same as her. So I love it.
Yes. I'm just going to show our names again, just for those who may not know who each of us are individually. So that's Leanne, whichever way you're
Sorry, I turned my back to cough. I'm down, really. No, that way. Yep, you're right. That way.
Oh, you're that way, and I'm that way. No, I'm here.
That way?
Yeah, so as you can tell.
I could go around circles if you like, but I might get tangled up with my cord.
Oh, that's the beauty of these things.
It could be interesting.
Yeah.
They only work on Macs, don't they?
Yeah. Actually, I'm not too sure. I think Shaz showed me a way with the AirPods I can actually hook into the Android phones, my Samsung. I can actually do using the Bluetooth by itself, not just the auto connection thingy. Yeah. So,
I need to put some more earphones because mine are zapping. I can hear the one cord's a bit. I just remember being zapped the last time in the ear from the last set.
I'd be changing straight away.
Yeah. I'm planning on going to Adelaide this week. Yeah.
I actually had them there as in case these go flat.
That's a good idea. Back up.
Now, where are we up to? We're saying good morning, redirect. Oh, and also if you're replaying, like watching on the replay, do the hashtag replay, because it's really fun to watch how many actually do watch afterwards. I sometimes wonder at the value of watching a replay of psychic mediums and clairvoyants putting messages out for people who are asking for answers, and what relevance has that got for me to watch it in replay? But I do sometimes, and it is relevant. It's valuable. I'm led to the ones where, that really meant something to me in that instance. So we can't discount it. It is still an evergreen thing, even doing it like a replay, knowing it's valuable. So
and that's the thing, the beauty of connection with spirit. As Roz said before, we may be talking to one person and giving the message, but that might relate to you as well. Just because we're not talking directly to you doesn't mean that your loved one is not stepping in as well. They are there with you, sort of thing. So spirit has a way to get messages where they need to be, whether it's direct or indirect.
Yes. And some of the little signs that they might already be sending you that you're actually not tuned into. So being building those too.
Yeah. Can I just acknowledge too, there is a difference between spirit and card readings at the same time. Cards is what I call a tool, and I'm not a big fan of them, but doing this, I do pull on it sort of thing, and some of us do work well with it. But you don't just want to know what the card says. You want that intuition that comes with it sort of thing. So like when Roz gives you the card, she tells you what it means to her, but she's adding to it sort of thing. She's using her intuition to add to it. When we pull 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 cards, it's building a story. It's not necessarily the intuition side of it. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but if you're wanting to connect to spirit, sometimes you need more than just the cards sort of thing.
Yeah.
And you need that intuition with it.
Yeah, and that is how I do read them, because I don't it's what's in a booklet is for a real beginner, probably just a helpful guide. But even with a new deck, I don't read the guides anymore. When I first started picking up a deck of cards, that's what I did. But now it's all what I feel from the card.
Yeah.
So it is intuition. It's a tool, like the crystal ball, like anything. It's just a tool.
Yeah. And that's it. Yeah, because even when I'm teaching my students, when I'm going through the tools, we do parts of the lessons on the tools, so to speak, because that's what they are. They are a tool. And I will say to my students, fine, they come with a book, leave it in the box or throw it away. Use your intuition in the card on what's been lifting up, because you'll notice it when Roz is doing the card reading. She may pick up on one thing on that card for somebody else, but she'll pull that card for another person. It's got another meaning to it, sort of thing. That is the intuition use. So I just want to point out there is differences with that side of it. Okay.
And
okay. Oh, okay. You need to breathe, honey. My body, reading your comment, my body's just gone all tense through my lower back, my shoulders, my neck area. So I feel like you're sort of holding on to a lot of energy there as well. I actually feel like you need an aura cleanse, honey. So I feel like it's been like there's stuff sitting in your aura that is then manifesting into the physical sort of side of stuff. So I do feel there is the need to move that energy. I've got this real tightness around my mid-back area sort of thing, just below the rib cage in that. So I don't know if it's muscular that is pulling it really tight, or there's been injury there with that side of it. I'm not getting warning bells go off about your health, but I do feel that it is something that you need to maintain, and you will get on top of that. Okay. So I want to say start breathing to start with, because whether with health, the health issues, the pain, you're holding your breath. I just get your body needs oxygen at the moment. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. I feel like I'm using my hands to describe what's going on in the body.
I think that's a good idea, using the hands to describe
It's moving muscles, I guess, blood flow.
Yeah. I mean, right as I put that message up there, I was holding my breath. So there you go. What I'm feeling actually too is where that lower back stuff is. I'm feeling such a weight on the right-hand side, and to me that's actually your male energy. There's something that's occurring there that's actually, I'm not feeling whether it's a block. There's a grating, so whether there's some men in your life that are really getting on your, it's not just on your nerves but on your bones, so to speak, really grating there. So look at that and practice a bit more of the, I'm thinking assertiveness is the word that's coming out. Stand your ground with it, and assertiveness, put your boundary there as well, and have things the way you want them is what my feeling is around that as well. Okay?
Yeah. So, for some reason with Angela's energy, I feel like I needed to write, so she's got a lot of ideas. I want to say start writing stuff down, documenting stuff. Not necessarily around your health, the ideas in your head. Okay?
Yep, that's right now. That
beautiful.
Just got to retract where I'm at.
Good morning, Melissa.
Melissa. Hi, Melissa.
Okay, Melissa, I feel like you need to find your voice, honey. So whether you're feeling a little bit, I'm drawn to the throat chakra, the throat area. So whether you're holding things back at the moment, I just get the reference to, it's like I want to say stuff, but I can't get it to come out. So I get the feeling you need to communicate. You need to be able to move that energy at the moment. So whether there's things a little bit frustrating for you in the current sort of situation, I just get the reference to speak up, get that energy moving, and the rest will follow with that side of it. Okay, so we seem to have lost Roz.
No,
Oh, there she is.
here. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. You went out on my end.
I didn't tell you. I dropped myself down into the lobby to see if I could redo the camera because
Okay.
it need to reset. No, it's still doing exactly the same thing. And there wasn't
Yep.
the option. I don't know how to do a single reset. So we'll have to practice another time.
You just reset, you just reload, refresh.
The whole page.
No, if you just right click and hit refresh, that will refresh your screen, but it will keep me in the screen up in the broadcast, and then you will come back into it.
Okay, so I have to come. Okay, I'll do that another time. I'm still showing up on the screen in the live, aren't I?
Yeah, you are.
So,
yeah, I've got it playing next to me, so
yeah, it's just
all good. It looks fine.
Blank screen next to you. You know how we've got the squares in the background. Now back in.
Yeah.
You know.
It's technology. I reckon we should write a song about technology.
I'm sure everybody here that's watching that should be very interested. Not.
Not. We can all put our frustrations of technology in there.
And I'm still thinking, did we get anything come through for Melissa? I mean, I know you do every time. I don't.
Yeah, the throat chakra. I spoke about the throat chakra, the need to communicate at the moment for her, honey. So
while you were talking, I'd sneak off, you see, and then you mentioned I wasn't here. And I was. Sorry.
Oh, good. See, when you drop out, it doesn't normally drop out on my screen like that, but
yeah.
Gotta love it.
Have we finished with Melissa's reading then?
Yeah.
Because I wasn't getting anything specific. So, and hi, Jane, mentioning that it's her first time here, so it's great to see you.
Beautiful. Welcome, honey. Please feel free to join in and ask questions and whatnot.
Yeah.
So, hey, Jen, do you feel a new relationship coming for me this year, or do I still have more work to do on myself, please? Lovely to see you beautiful faces, by the way. Thank you. Actually, honey, I think we've come a long way. I do feel there is still slightly a little bit more work to do, but at the same time, I get focus on other things, what you need to do in your life, because I feel like that relationship will be put in front of you when you least expect it. So I want to say it's not necessarily about going out there and looking for it. Go out there, be your beautiful self, allow that beautiful warm light within you to shine bright, and people will be drawn to that, honey. So that right person, my feeling is, will be put in front of you. It's not like you're deliberately out there looking for that relationship.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the card that I got is letters. So expect something to come in the form of some form of message or otherwise. And what I felt, as far as the instant, new relationship coming, you don't really have to be fully ready for it working on yourself, because we're all perfect as we are in the way that we are presenting right now. So just live as if, you are perfect. It's not even an as if, really. And the message, whether it is a written form or something that's almost I'm not sure whether you've got a contract coming up even, so of some form. So, well, it could be that. I mean, it's handwriting. It's a beautiful quilt. I can't quite see it, because normally it actually would show up, am I doing a solo on that or you? No, that was on me, wasn't it?
On that.
So, yeah. So it should have been big enough. Wherever your eyes led to is the most important. Same for anybody looking at it. So hopefully something from that, I mean, it all is worthwhile hearing and bringing to yourself in what you need from it.
Yeah. I think sometimes we just need to be comfortable within ourselves when we talk about doing work on ourselves. Find us, know who we are, and just be comfortable in that energy.
Yeah. And it's also, too, at times, by saying work on yourself and that level of, it almost is giving yourself permission that something's not right, that you have to work on it, which isn't right, because we are perfect. It's just that in every moment that we're actually alive, we're experiencing different things, and each moment creates change, creates growth if we want it. Or we can just go in there and just hide away from it and do nothing. I mean, that's what we mean, I think, by working on ourselves, is actually acknowledging who we are and growing from that with those experiences we have each day. So, yeah, there's nothing wrong with any of us.
No, that's it. We're right where we need to be at that time.
I think
for one reason or another.
Yeah. Had we answered one from Michelle? I can't remember.
No, I don't think we have. No.
Good.
No.
Good. I'm actually feeling an instant joy here from hers. So there's something.
Beautiful.
Her energy that's a real joyful.
The energy's building. Yeah. So I get that energy's building, that positive sort of feel, that excited energy as well. But whether you're just feeling a fraction under the weather at the moment, honey, it's kind of like all of a sudden my sinus is just blocked up with you again. And I've been feeling much better than what I did all of a sudden with that. So whether you just need to rest up a little, because there's big stuff coming, that positive energy. It's moving in.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
That's what it feels for me. I didn't have anything more coming in for Michelle. So.
Hey, Jenny. Thank you.
So hi, Jenny. And we've got Tara Lee who's come in and would like some guidance. So I do tend to use the cards a bit, and I'm being led to these ones. So you share what you feel.
Okay. I actually feel like I want to put travel in front of you, honey. So it's about the plans and the future, because I actually feel like I want to put a map, old style map in front of you, and mark out where we're planning on going with that side of it. So I do feel this is more around family, and I do feel like I want to connect with the earth, with Mother Earth, with that side of it. So I do feel like I've got spirit coming in around you too, honey. I know you've asked for guidance, but I get the grandfather feeling, old, wise, very old style sort of personality. Okay.
And just nearly this, sharing solo, so that you get a good look at the card. Choose wisely. I think that's probably good timing, the card that shows up when a grandfather figure shows up. Be aware of the guidance that he himself is actually giving too, so because he is around you. And it does feel like travel, doesn't it, when you're looking, I'm looking at the central finger that's pointing into the golden colour, and, bright prospects, bright things ahead, but ultimately it comes to your own choice.
And to me, that looks like ocean in the background too.
It does, yeah. It looks like the very not reptilian, what do you call it? Like the dinosaur-y day type birds there.
Yeah.
But because I haven't looked at the cards closely myself, so I haven't had a close gawk at it. So what you can see, hopefully,
that makes sense with the old wise gentleman too. That older look, prehistoric.
Yeah, that's it. They look like those pterodactyl things.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park movie. Try and hold it just closer on those, just so you can get.
They do. Yeah.
That one is the other one, especially with the little head thing there. So, yeah.
So I love it, because like I'm picking up on travel. So you've got the hands pointing in the direction. You've got the ocean, but I feel like you're going overseas. And I've got the old gentleman stepping in, and the birds are old sort of style. So I love the way Spirit does that.
There's many who are skeptics around cards and the tools that we can use, and that is all they are. They are just tools. But it's so much the synchronicity in how they're just there perfectly in what you're needing your guidance for at the time. You can take it or leave it.
You couldn't plan that.
And everybody's
exactly.
an interpretation of it anyway. So, I think, accept as you wish.
Yes,
Uh,
that's it. It's what resonates with you.
oh, hi, Cherie. How are you? Is there?
Hey, honey.
Can you tell me if there's a career change moving in the cards? Aha. I'm getting a yes on both, actually, myself. Um, I've got to back out
I'm
because some of the posts that you put on Facebook could be a bit of a, I'm leaning towards what you want. I don't want to do that.
okay. Well, I am on screen, aren't I, Roz? Yeah. Because I'm sitting here reading it and I'm going, yes,
Well, yeah,
yes.
sorry, I'm
Without the
following you,
sound.
so you're so low.
Yes, I do feel there is a move and a change. So, changing career move, definitely. Okay. So, it's in the planning. Look forward, not backwards. And I get the positive energy, so it feels good. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Exciting.
I'm just quickly shuffling the cards. I'm solo for me now, just so that you've got something from
Okay.
me. Sherry. I never did get to find that out. I just know you're meaning. There you go. Strength. And this is the Gilded Tarot deck that I've got, and I'll keep moving it the wrong way. So look at that close. I'm seeing around the chest movement, that moving forward on that one. There's a glow there, and the looking forward, and it. What's the creature? Oh wow, very much the lines and the strength. So there's power in that. Whatever you're going to decide to do and where you're going to go, it's going to be right. You've got strength behind you. That's my feeling.
But I also see the determination in that card. She's determined to move forward. She's determined. She knows she's going in the right direction and can't wait to get there, sort of feeling.
Yeah,
with that card as well.
It's got that oomph behind it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So, with that,
it does.
Should
Be patient, though.
I'm sure Daniel will tell me what's the rock name. I don't know. Anyway, thanks. Jamie, as a response to the reading we did with the snake in the grass, the first one, not a real one. Well, it's funny.
Yeah, let's hope not a real one.
Yeah, I was watching. I was tagged in a video. I don't mind snakes, so I was showing how you do the tagging. I was tagged in a video of a eastern brown snake that wasn't going to come out of the sink. You know how the S bends and the rest. It was poking its head out.
Yeah.
And all that from a sink, kitchen sink.
Oh,
and another one.
I'm not going to look at the sink ever again.
Yeah, it's just yes, hopefully not that. But
I have a phobia with them.
Do you? Look, in general, they'll stay away from you. You don't go too close; they'll stay away from you. Spiders.
I had one that came to me. I had my foot from toes to hip in plaster with a brown snake sitting at the end of my bed at my foot. I have never moved so fast and jumped from one bed to the other, out the door, and left my crutches behind when I couldn't bend my leg.
Oh, God. I was 7.
So ever since.
Kids, and at the time we were living at the Pink Lake at Menengi, we owned that. And there's a pump that was actually at the lake's edge. And every so often you had to go to the foot valve and clear the pump or bleed the air out of the line. And we went across. You go across banging, making yahoo noises and everything because you know tiger snakes are going to be close by. Well, one came like that straight at me. So ready to screamed and it took off straight back. And one of the others with us went back into the pump shed, and that's where the snake went. Yes. Interesting.
Oh, no.
He ran very fast.
I have dreams of snakes, and I get up stripping my bed through the night thinking there's a snake in it. It's my bloody husband moving.
Look, they are just of the earth, and they really don't like to be disturbed. That's all it is. You know, they get just scared. So, we still to honour them. So too much or going back to study?
I want to study and do what you're doing. Yeah. I think you can handle it, honey. I want to say busy 12 months, but you can handle it. Yeah, because I want to put the books in front of you, but I want to be doing other stuff at the same time, which is going to bring a lot of growth around you.
I mean,
Okay.
my response, am I taking on too much? I'm getting my negative as in a no. So you're not taking on too much. I think you will be able to handle it. You're not just, it is the
You
focus
don't give
on
yourself,
doing at the time.
that's it. Yeah, I don't think you give yourself enough credit for what you actually do, hun, either. So,
I think we
yeah.
did
Hey, Jane.
do, James.
Um,
I'll go back quickly on the list and thinking, I'm not sure.
or did you say hello?
I can't. Oh, loving your words, ladies. Are we on that one? Gee, I don't know.
I think it might have been.
I don't even know where my comment is. This is how lost I'm getting at
Jane,
the moment.
is there anything coming through?
So
Yeah,
is
because
there?
it doesn't light up anymore when you're clicking on it. Okay, Jane. Okay. I get a little bit of frustration around you at the moment. So I want to say, looking at that energy, I do feel that things will start moving forward because I kind of feel like you're feeling stuck or a little bit too grounded, so to speak. Excuse my throat. I get the reference to there is growth around you. It's about moving forward, but you are moving in the right direction. I want to say that feeling of being a bit stuck at the moment, needing to stand still, so to speak. It's letting everything catch up. It's bringing balance to that side of it. So I just get the reference to you're going to voice your opinion more moving forward as well. So I do feel that your opinion will be appreciated in the way that you put it out there as well with that side of it. So growth, more. I get it's more. The direction is focused more on you. So when I say putting yourself first, look at those things that you want to do and that empowerment that comes with it. Okay. So I'll let that with Roz now.
And as I was shuffling the cards, look what actually jumped out, literally. So the four clover, it's the clovers. It's a very lucky card. I mean, in the Lenormand, this is what it means. It means good luck. So as I was doing the shuffling, what I was getting for you as well was swaying trees. It felt like there was that movement, like through the branches of trees and the stability of what is the trunk being there. There's still that steady, firm ground for you, but being able to go through all that a tree goes through, the times where it is still and just taking in what's around it, and other times where other influences are swaying it a bit and blowing it, but it's still the tree solid and stable there. So go with the flow of what is happening around
and
you.
Just remember to stand still for a moment every now and then and just become one with the universe.
Yes.
Okay.
And here's something. Oh, hi, Anthony. And infinity. So good to see you here. And lovely. Thank you for sharing that, because it's not something that I'd seen at that point. And it's another thing. No. It's part of that where everyone can have different interpretations around exactly the same thing that we're all looking at, and we get our impressions. Honour your own gut
and that's called intuition.
Gut feeling. It's the honour it. That is your intuition speaking, and it's
I love it.
Need to learn to trust and go with more often.
Yeah, that's it.
And Jenny's asking, she wants to help as many as she can.
Yeah, I do feel that you will. Honey, I don't know if you're really good at cooking or Mum was really good at cooking, but I keep wanting to put you in the kitchen, the food, the preparation, the beautiful recipes, the dishes, the cakes. So, now I'm going to get hungry thinking about that.
It's around that time.
I wish Spirit had stopped doing that. It'd probably be good.
Or was it because
so? Yeah,
breakfast?
Probably my yogurt.
I had to put that in there. How much?
Yeah. The joke is, guys, when Roz and I connected, I was sitting here eating yogurt. I brushed my teeth. I forgot to have breakfast. One of those mornings.
Yeah, it's the things that we do, isn't it?
Yes.
Jenny, I wasn't feeling a great deal for you from my intuition, so that's why I haven't contributed. So I am just feeling, look, whatever you're feeling that you're led to, it'll happen. It just feels right. That's pretty much all I can get from that. Jane, thank you for that, for those words.
Thank you, honey.
Thank you. Now, Angela is wanting to know about health issues. I'm feeling you're going.
Oh, we've done that one, hun.
I have. Okay. Well. Okay. Second question.
You're going the wrong way.
No, I'm not. So it must be a second time it's been asked. I don't know. I just go straight up the line. That's why I know that we've got a lot that's not going to get seen to, because I'm still at the 10:45 time mark. So that's how I like to go. For me to see your comments first and be in line, it's best to be here really early, and it's highly likely.
Yeah, that's it. I like that. I've got to do this. Yeah, sorry, I've got to do this, Roz. Hi, Leanne. Where is Roz today? Right there. Hopefully I'm going the right way. I'll see you in a minute.
Hi there.
I'm just watching the replay, which is it's a slight, time. I'm waiting for you to put my thing.
So.
Nah, it's that way.
So, yeah.
I'm hopeless when it comes to direction, but Ross is there.
Yeah, see, you don't have the background guidance of which way we're sitting. I do. So I could have said, yes,
you're above me.
That way. Yeah, but that would have looked that way on the thing, and Adair knows exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah, you're above me on the screen. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is on that. Yeah. So Jenny is obviously wanting to work with guide dogs, so I think that is going to be where she'll be.
You will love it, honey. Yeah. She will love it.
There's Robin saying so true, and that was in response to what we'd already spoken with about.
Oh, she's got the tear face. That's sad.
Yeah.
Thank you, Adair.
Look, it's something I know from experience within family things. Pain is one of those really hard things to actually get through at times, because my actually has scleroderma, which is one of those hidden type of diseases. You have the fibromyalgia. It's fibromyalgia, isn't it? And, there's so many varieties of everything these days and pain is a factor in it. So, tears. We do feel for there, Robin, but it
affects us all very differently. We're all very individuals. There's no right or wrong when it comes to pain.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Have we done one for Angela?
Yes.
You keep track of this. I'm not actually going.
That was the one you put up about 3 comments ago.
Yeah, that one I did end up going backwards. Sorry. This mouse.
I must have known that was coming.
It's called a Magic Mouse that comes with the iMac and the Magic Keyboard that's not connected besides Bluetooth. Well, it's got a funny thing on it that can sometimes just zoom your screen up really big, and I don't know how to undo it. So I'm hoping not to do
you've done that with me on there with you.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
All I could see was the corner of your head.
Oh, gosh. Have we had Kizzy? That doesn't look like a name I remember seeing on the list. So how's
Okay, I think it's a positive year, honey. I do feel that there is growth around you, but I also get the feeling that you need to realise you deserve to be happy. So whether you put the walls up around your heart a little bit, I just feel like you're sort of holding yourself back from fear from the past sort of thing. So I do feel that things will work out this year and there will be growth, positive energy around that. Allow yourself to go with the flow. Allow yourself to grow. Okay, it's 10 strong.
And I'll just hide that so you can see all of the card. My assumption is you can see the card. I had a very quick look and my eye just went to the bird in the tree. Knight usually does mean it's not the knight in shining armour, but you'll get the drift of as far as the strength and what's around for the year ahead. It's, to me, I'm trying to not get that shining. The bird seems to be the lookout, sussing out what's ahead. So trust in what you are actually receiving as your own messages in that. Okay.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's taking a bit more of a higher perspective, I think, rather than being so totally in what you're doing at times. Occasionally, be in the tree, being your own lookout, and feeling what is the good for all in it. That's where I'll finish with that one.
Yeah.
Thank you. And
Beautiful.
gosh, we've just gone past 11:30 and I didn't even notice it.
I know. I was just checking to see what time my client is. I think she's 12.
Okay. So, well, we're not going to go up until you're 12.
12:30. That's okay.
Yeah.
12:30. Oh, it's a healing, so I've got to set up the bed and everything today. So, yeah.
Probably. That all right? And for those who
that's fine with me.
Live, we've still got some viewers so hanging around. It's very much appreciated, and continue to share afterwards even. As we spoke of earlier, it's all beneficial. So Charlotte's saying good morning, so thank you. It's now, yes, it is still good morning. Is there anything for a relationship?
I actually feel like I want to touch on the grandfather side of it, because reading that, for some reason I've got my hand on my chest, which is usually my sign for love and pride for you. But I also feel like I'm drawn to the lung area with him. So whether his lungs were quite heavy or he had trouble breathing, I just feel like I'm focusing on my breathing near the end with that. I do get a beautiful soul. I feel the closeness in your relationship. I kind of feel like you looked up to him, honey. So whether he could give you a little bit of guidance at times, or he knew the right words to say to you, I just get the feeling he is very much around you. I feel emotional with his energy, so I don't know if you are still grieving or the emotion comes through for you as well, but I do feel that he fights back the tears at times as well. He made me feel emotional when I was sensing his energy around you, sort of thing. So whether you have moments of emotions that come through.
Yeah, I'm hoping people didn't hear me drinking my water. I tried to hit the mute button and it wasn't working. It didn't even actually work. So, unfortunately.
I didn't hear you.
And I'm on solo because I was a bit slack in getting the card. I just felt I do need to do the card for you. Which is the Anubis number 8. Oh, I just can't quite get these to not shine so badly at times. I was just feeling, was it fairly recently that one of your grandfathers passed on too? As Leanne was talking, what I actually was feeling was frustration. There seemed to be a little bit of, for me, some frustration around, and I presume that, I don't know for sure whether that was because Leanne was talking about your grandfather or whether I was feeling a different thing around the first part of the question of the relationship. I'm just asking now, and I think it is with relationship. There's just something, it feels to me like something is, something is dead somewhere that is within a relationship that you haven't quite let go of, is what I'm feeling. So, I kind of.
Actually, can I add to that? I sort of get the sense that you're not feeling supported at the moment. So, whether you just don't feel that you're getting the support from those around you as well, I feel the frustration sits there too.
Yeah. So it almost feels like there's something needing to be cut off, buried with that card in a relationship. So that's probably why my eye went to that part of the question, and yours you with grandfather. So
yeah,
all connected though. It's just in
different. Yeah, definitely.
So, thank you. And Sarah was next in line, I think, from what I've been doing. This one's time marked 10:53. Is there anything for Sarah?
Focus on work, honey, career. I get the feeling there's a lot going on around you that could quite easily pull you into that whirlwind, so to speak, that spinning energy. But I just get the reference to you need to focus on your career and the direction you're heading, the growth that comes with that. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm getting a bit of a pull, and it does feel like a pull from my arm. I use my hands a bit too. So it's feeling like a pull. I'm actually getting what feels like a bit of a tightness across just under the scapula, the shoulder blades. It
Yeah.
feels, and being the left arm that feels like it's being pulled or being pulled, there's tension there to me and is indicating that some women around you are giving you a bit of a hard time too, that you need to also be. Now, they're trying to drag you in one direction. You know where you want to be and go with what your energy is telling you. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, do you see me working, studying? Look, we might do a couple more because there's one person in particular that might like a reading from you, Leanne.
Oh, from me.
There's this one and the next one.
Yeah,
so
studying.
I'll honour that. He's waited a while. So,
Okay.
done crystals before?
No, we haven't done crystals before. I actually feel like both, honey, working and studying. So I want to say online study, that you can do at your own speed, but working as well. It's like you want everything. You don't want to just settle. So to me, I feel very determined with your energy.
And I just quickly needed to pull that. That flew out. So it's the fox looking backwards. Don't look back. Concentrate on what you want to be doing. I think it's just, hang on, I'll go solo with that one, sorry, and drop the comment down just so you can get a better look at that. I'm hoping it shows up fine in the picture. The fox is, in general, the meaning, because I have read a bit of that. I've not used Lenormand much before, so I sort of did take some of the meanings for readings. I do tend to type them out for the email ones, but I give my interpretation purely as the reading. So I'm looking more at the house, what you've built solidly there. The fox is moving away from it. So whatever you're going to set up in your study and what you're working at is going to be good and solid. So that's what my feeling around that is. So, yeah. And I think, I'm going to go like this. And you, Leanne, know why I'm not going to be answering this one. So,
okay. All right.
So that's why, for the audience that are out there. So is it something that if you are receiving anything for him?
Where am I heading? I want to connect with Mother Earth, the dust, the elements sort of thing with that side of it. So I do feel there is change moving forward, but I get it brings growth with that side of it. So I don't know what the importance to the land is for you, Mother Earth, so to speak. I do feel that you are more grounded around that sort of side of it. Get out of your own head at the moment. So I do feel that you are very much thinking, you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself. Breathe and just go with the flow is the reference I get with that. But I do feel this year is going to bring growth with that side of it. Okay, be patient. It's like the energy is moving. There is that shift coming, but it's about taking that step and breathing, being patient in that side of it. I think I'm seeing Roz out the side of my eyes smiling at that, at the being patient side of it. So I do feel there is positive things coming. Not sure if you're planning another child, but I also feel like there's a baby news around there too, around you sort of thing. So whether it's for yourself or very close, I just get baby news close. Okay. All right. So can I leave you with that, Anthony? Is this your son?
No. Tony's my partner.
No. Oh, okay. So where's the baby news? Oh, Anthony. I've only ever known him as Tony, not Anthony.
That's why I said Anthony to start with, because there's times when he's called Anthony. But I pulled one for him anyway, so there you go, Tony. Universe. Yep. I like the one about...
I can see you heading back to Meningie for a quick visit very soon. Puts me down bananas now.
That's where we're going to leave the show today because it's 2:45. So
Or
thank
Mother
you
Earth makes sense for fishing.
to Plant. Hi, Tony. It was a surprise for me as well to see you there. So thank you, everyone.
It's nice to see that you're watching.
Yeah. Well, it's the first time I've actually seen him in the list. So thank you to everybody that actually does comment and wants to have their questions answered. The searching can seem interminable at times, and it can seem like we're just never going to get the answers. But guaranteed, the older you get, you're going to know. Everything is actually within you. And it's the allowing and trusting that completeness of who we are as a being that you'll actually grow into that knowledge anyway. Doesn't mean you have to stop searching, because each and every one of us has a different path to go, different timing to do it in. So it's been lovely.
Can I just add to that, Roz, just really quickly? Sometimes we do need to stop searching and just trust within and be in that moment, because the answers can become so much clearer to ourselves without having to search for the answers as hard as we do. When we're so busy jumping from one to another, searching for the answers, we're getting too much in our head. Our energy gets too out there, sort of thing, because I do see people jumping from one reader to another, asking the same questions and over. Sometimes we just got to sit, believe, and listen, whether it's listening to what you've been given or listen to the universe, listen to ourselves, sort of thing. So I think we could probably just do an evergreen show on that and the tools, so to speak, Roz.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think exactly.
Might be a good idea.
It will be something we'll put a little bit more planning into that because I love the freshness of doing these too. So
yeah, same here.
Well, mixed up. No, that's probably not quite the right word, because then the technology mixes up. It's lovely just to go with the flow, and that's thank you to everybody that does allow us that space as well and joins in. Share, do the likes, go to our pages to book readings if you want deeper, in-depth readings for you personally, specifically. We both do them. I think it's on both of our Facebook pages, isn't it? You've got a book now button, I've got a book now button. I mean, you'll find the right people that you need to be connecting with, either or anyone else, it doesn't matter. So,
and also don't forget to hit the like button. So you're on mytimetv.live now. If you haven't hit the like button there, hit like or follow. And the same with mine and Ross's pages. Jump over and hit the like button on those if you haven't already done it as well. So that way you're seeing more of us.
Yeah, and also the notifications, I think you can connect in with the messenger bot to get reminders or something. I'm not quite sure how that one works myself.
I don't think the My Time TV bot is quite working, but I think there is a button where you can, is that on the top of this post, I think there's the 3 little dots you can hit and hit notifications, and it will let you know when we do go live.
Yeah. So thank you, everyone. And we'll leave it there for today's show. If I manage to get time, I'll go back and do a quick run through of the messages. I don't always, but I try to. So thank you. Thank you, Leanne, so much for being part of the show.
You're welcome. Thanks, Roz. It's my pleasure as normal. Thanks, guys. Have a good week.